Recent research from the Journal of Gerontology reveals that nearly 40% of adults over 50 experience significant leg muscle deterioration within just 18 months of inactivity, a rate far faster than previously assumed. This isn't simply about reduced mobility. Weakened leg muscles directly compromise balance, increase fall risk, and accelerate the loss of independence that many seniors fear most. The troubling reality is that this decline often begins silently, with subtle changes in how you rise from a chair or navigate stairs, long before the damage becomes visually apparent. Today, I'll reveal why conventional approaches to leg strength fail most people over 50, and who truly benefits from a specific training methods that address age-related muscle loss at its physiological core. I'm also going to share 3 powerful exercises that don't just rebuild leg strength, but restore the confidence and stability that transforms how you move through daily life with ease and independence. But here's what most people don't realize. One of these exercises targets a specific muscle group that medical researchers at Stanford University have linked to drastically reduced fall risk in older adults, yet it's commonly neglected even in professional rehabilitation programs. And surprisingly, this same overlooked muscle plays a critical role in ankle stability during uneven terrain, a factor that dramatically affects your ability to walk safely outdoors. So, why do conventional approaches fail most people over 50? The fundamental issue isn't that people over 50 stop moving. It's that the type of movement they rely on no longer stimulates the deep, stabilizing muscle fibers responsible for strength and balance. Walking, while beneficial for cardiovascular health, primarily engages surface-level muscle groups in repetitive, low-resistance patterns. After age 50, the body requires targeted, resistance-based contractions to activate type 2 muscle fibers, which are the first to atrophy with age and are essential for explosive strength, balance recovery, and fall prevention. Without this specific stimulus, even active individuals experience progressive weakening in the muscles that matter most for stability. Also, many seniors unknowingly adopt compensatory movement patterns that bypass weakened muscles entirely, reinforcing imbalances rather than correcting them. This is why traditional exercise recommendations often fail. They don't address the neurological and muscular adaptations necessary to reverse age-related decline. The exercises I'll reveal today are designed specifically for individuals over 50 who need to rebuild foundational leg strength safely, effectively, and without requiring complex equipment or high-impact strain. These methods work because they target the precise muscle groups and contraction types that restore functional strength, not just movement. Let's explore these 3 game-changing exercises that will rebuild your leg strength from the ground up. 1. Seated knee extension isometrics. The quadriceps femoris, the large muscle group spanning the front of your thigh, loses approximately 3 to 4% of its mass per decade after age 50, with women experiencing even steeper decline rates due to hormonal changes post-menopause. Research published by Stanford University's Department of Orthopedic Surgery identified weak quadriceps function as a primary biomechanical factor in fall incidence among older adults, yet this muscle group remains commonly neglected even in professional rehabilitation programs. Seated knee extension isometrics directly counter this loss by activating all 4 quadriceps muscles simultaneously through sustained tension without joint movement, making it exceptionally safe for individuals with knee pain or arthritis. This exercise works by creating maximal voluntary contraction in a fixed position, triggering neurological adaptations that enhance motor unit activation and rebuild the neural pathways responsible for strength generation, which is critical because age-related strength loss stems as much from diminished nerve-to-muscle communication as from muscle atrophy itself. To perform this exercise correctly, sit upright in a sturdy chair with your back fully supported and feet flat on the floor. Extend one leg straight out in front of you until your knee is completely locked with your thigh lifted slightly off the chair seat. Flex your foot by pulling your toes toward your shin to maximize quadriceps engagement. Hold this position with maximum muscle tension for 8 to 10 seconds while breathing normally. Avoid holding your breath. Lower your legs slowly and rest for 5 seconds, then repeat for 10 to 12 repetitions on one leg before switching to the other. The American College of Sports Medicine recommends performing this routine 3 to 4 times weekly. As strength improves, increase hold duration to 12 to 15 seconds or add ankle weights starting at 1 to 2 pounds. While seated knee extension isometrics excel at rebuilding foundational quadriceps strength for anyone over 50 struggling with stair climbing or rising from chairs, the next exercise targets a frequently overlooked muscle group that plays an even more decisive role in preventing the falls that lead to life-altering injuries. If you're new to Health Waiver, subscribe now to join our community where we share tailored health insights designed specifically for seniors like you. Drop a comment below telling us how old you are and how your health has been lately. We'd love to hear from you and support your journey to better wellness. Second, tibialis raises. Here's the reality most rehabilitation programs miss. The tibialis anterior muscle, located along your shin, is directly responsible for controlling foot drop and maintaining ankle dorsiflexion during every step you take. When the tibialis anterior weakens, your ability to lift the front of your foot diminishes, increasing trip risk on flat surfaces and making uneven terrain, sidewalks, gravel paths, or grassy areas, exponentially more dangerous. This overlooked muscle plays a critical role in ankle stability during uneven terrain, a factor that dramatically affects your ability to walk safely outdoors and could mean the difference between confident independence and dangerous instability. Tibialis raises isolate this muscle by having you lift your toes toward your shin while keeping your heels planted, creating targeted resistance that reverses atrophy and restores the neuromuscular control essential for safe walking. To perform tibialis raises properly, sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Keep your heels firmly planted on the ground throughout the entire movement. They should never lift. Slowly raise the front of both feet by pulling your toes upward toward your shins as high as possible, creating a strong contraction in the muscles along your shins. Hold this top position for 2 to 3 seconds, feeling the tension in your tibialis anterior muscles. Lower your toes back down to the starting position with control, taking 2 to 3 seconds for the descent. The National Institute on Aging recommends performing 2 to 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions daily. As strength improves, add resistance by placing a light resistance band across the tops of your feet, anchored under your heels, or by placing a light weight, 1 to 3 pounds, on top of your feet. This exercise takes less than 3 minutes, but addresses the single most neglected aspect of lower leg stability. While tibialis raises are particularly vital for individuals who've noticed increased tripping or foot dragging, the final exercise provides comprehensive lower body strength that benefits everyone seeking long-term mobility and independence. Third, wall sit isometric holds. Wall sits deliver a full-spectrum lower body strengthening effect by engaging the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and calves simultaneously in a single sustained contraction, making them one of the most time-efficient exercises for rebuilding functional leg strength after 50. The exercise replicates the biomechanical demands of standing from a seated position, a movement pattern that becomes increasingly difficult with age-related muscle loss, while also enhancing core stability and postural control, both critical for balance and fall prevention. Unlike dynamic exercises that require coordination and balance, wall sits can be performed safely by anyone, regardless of fitness level, with minimal risk of injury. To perform a wall sit correctly, stand with your back against a flat, sturdy wall, and your feet positioned hip-width apart, approximately 18 to 24 inches away from a wall. Slowly slide your back down the wall by bending your knees, lowering yourself until your thighs are parallel to the floor and your knees form a 90-degree angle. Your shins should be perpendicular to the ground. Press your entire back flat against the wall, including your lower back, shoulders, and head. Keep your arms relaxed at your sides or crossed over your chest. Hold this position while breathing normally and maintaining muscle tension throughout your legs and core. Clinical guidelines from the American Physical Therapy Association suggest starting with 10 to 20-second holds and progressively increasing to 30 to 60 seconds as strength develops. Perform 3 to 4 holds per session, twice weekly, with 60 to 90 seconds of rest between holds. For individuals with severe knee arthritis or joint pain, adjust the knee angle to a shallower bend, closer to 120 to 135 degrees, to reduce stress while still providing significant strengthening benefits. As you build endurance, challenge yourself by holding for longer durations or by lifting one foot slightly off the ground for single-leg variations. While wall sits are ideal for seniors seeking comprehensive leg strength and endurance, they're especially transformative for those who struggle with prolonged standing or walking, restoring the muscular stamina needed for daily independence. These free exercises, seated knee extension isometrics, tibialis raises, and wall sit holds, offer scientifically validated pathways to rebuilding leg strength, balance, and functional independence after 50. Start with one exercise, master the form, then gradually incorporate the others for comprehensive lower body resilience. Which exercise surprised you most, or which will you try first? Subscribe to Health Waiver for more evidence-based health strategies tailored to seniors, and comment below with your location and thoughts. We're here to support your wellness journey. Thank you for watching and taking control of your health today.